Hello everyone, I am Monica from IELTS 9. So in this video, for this reading specifically, we will be doing this list of heading and complete each sentence with correct ending type of questions. We will solve it and definitely I will show you the reading title also. So the reading title is The Beginning of Football, means it's all relating to soccer. So that is real IELTS exam reading passage that was part of 7th March. So here I am Monica from IELTS 9. So I will not be reading anything from here, from any paragraph. So straight away I have understood the meaning of this reading passage, and then I have already shown the questions for this. So I will start my reading from list of headings. Okay, it's important to read the instructions because I know if you do not read the instructions, then you will be wasting your time by reading paragraph A, and then you will try to find options. But there are no options for finding headings from paragraph A, because here they are saying from paragraph D to G. That's why instructions are important to read. Here they have said reading passage 1 has 10 paragraphs A to J. Choose the correct heading for paragraphs D to G. J means from the list of headings. It means we will not find the paragraphs from A to J. No. From paragraph D we will start read and try to match the heading for each. Now what is the procedure, what is the strategy you should follow it for solving this list of headings? Of course, we will try to read and understand the meaning of each heading and then come out with keyword. And one more thing is given. So for paragraph C, they have already used option number 5. It means option number 5, we will cut it from our list of headings. Okay. So I request you to all, please subscribe, like, and just write a beautiful comment on my channel. Thank you so much. So here let's read one by one and try to understand its meaning. Within 1 minute you should finish this activity. Limited success in suppressing the game means to control the game and all. So limited success, less success they have got. Opposition to the role of football in schools. Okay, opposition. A way of developing moral values. So ethical values, moral values, something relating to good things. Football matches between countries. So countries matches were there between countries. Separation into two sports. Separation. A proposal for minor improvement. Okay, minor improvement means proposals are there. Attempts to standardize the game means some standardize means standard things for the game, like rules, regulations. I think this is the thing. Probably not an early version of football. So they are saying probably not an early means old version, old style of football they may be talking. Probably means not sure. A chaotic activity with virtually no rules. A chaotic activity with virtually no rules. Okay. Now we have read it. Now let's go to paragraph number not A. Paragraph D we will directly go to. Okay. So this is my D paragraph. Okay. So the Romans had a much, so how we have, because small paragraph is this, we can just read it full. Romans had a much livelier game. This each team member had its own specific assignment, tactical assignment, took a noisy interest in the proceedings and the score. The role of the feet was so small and all. The game remained popular for 700-800 years, but although it was taken to England, it is doubtful whether it can be considered as a forerunner of contemporary means modern football. Okay, so the Romans had a much livelier game. Each team member has its own specific assignment, took a noisy interest. Okay, let's find it. First is saying limited success in suppressing game. Nothing is about it. Opposition to the role of football in schools. No. A way of developing moral values. So any moral values are they talking? No. The game football matches between countries. Nothing is there. A game that has survived. No. Separation into two sports. Proposal for minor improvement is also not there. Attempts to standardize the game. No, probably not an early version of football. because yes, here they are saying it is doubtful whether it can be considered as a for runner of. It is doubtful means probably, means it is not sure, so we can go probably not an early version. So here we will just write 9 number with that. Okay, so E paragraph, I am showing you full paragraph and showing you the options also. The game that flourished in Britain from 8th to 19th centuries were substantially different from all the previously known forms, more disorganized, more violent, more and usually played by an indefinite number of players. Frequently, the games took the form of a heated contest between whole villages. Kicking opponents were allowed. Okay, so here the 18th and 19th century, between this game was disorganized, more violent, and played by indefinite number. Frequently the games took the form of a heated contest, means arguments and all, fighting and all between whole villages. Means so let's try to limited success in suppressing the game. Nothing is there. Opposition word was there to the role, but school is not there in this paragraph. A way of developing moral values, no moral value. In fact, they were using it violent, disorganized, so many bad things. Game that has survived, no. Separation into two sports, nothing, no separation is given. Proposal for minor improvement, nothing is given. Attempts to standardize the game, that is also not given. This we have done. A chaotic activity with virtually no hues, no rules, means chaotic activity, yes, we can go for it. Yes, because many things they have told. Disorganized, more violent, more spontaneity, and so many fightings between whole villages, we can go. Now for this 10th number, we can chaotic activity with virtually no rules, with indefinite number of players and all, so many things they were, and kicking opponents were allowed. So it means that is a chaotic activity. Now F paragraph. Here I am showing you full paragraph. You can also do it with me. Small paragraphs are there. There was tremendous enthusiasm for football, even though the authorities repeatedly intervened to restrict it as a, so restriction, see this, suppressing the game, it as a public nuisance. In the 14th 15th century, England, Scotland, France all made football punishable by law because of the disorder that commonly accompanied it, because well-loved recreation prevented subjects, means that players, from practicing one more useful military disciplines. None of these efforts had much effect. Limited success in suppressing the game. So here first line is saying even though the authorities repeatedly intervened to restrict it, means to suppress the game. So that is perfectly matching with this F paragraph. So F paragraph means first will come. So next paragraph I am showing you, that is G. Please do it with me. I am showing you full paragraph. Now English passion for football was particularly strong in the 16th century, influenced by the popularity of rather better organized Italian game, means English passion and now Italian game. English football was as rough as ever, but it found a prominent supporter in the school headmaster. Okay, Richard, this person, he pointed out that it had, this person name, that it had positive educational value and promoted health and strength. Muster claimed that all that was needed to refine it as a, okay, school they are talking about. No, school is not there, but yes, supporter is there. Educational value, but here we were looking for moral values. Okay, let's find it one by one. This we have done. Opposition to the role of football in schools. Okay, a way of developing moral values. Moral values is not there, but educational value they are talking, promoted health and strength. So we can't go on this. Separation in two sports, football matches between countries, also we can't go. And proposal for minor improvement. Proposal for minor improvement. attempts to standardize the game. These two we have done. Let's read it again. G paragraph. The English passion for football was particularly strong in the 16th century, influenced by the popularity of rather being better organized. English football was as rough as, but it found a prominent supporter in the school headmaster. This person, he pointed out it had positive value, educational value, and promoted health and strength. Muster claimed that all that was needed to refine it as a little, limit the number of participants in each team. More importantly, there have a referee to oversee the game. So it means they are, yes, something it was related to proposal for minor improvement. See this, promoted health, claimed that all that was needed to refine it. So they are just making something to refine, means to improvement as a little, minor improvement. So little is also there, refine means improvement. So we will go this 7th number with this. Now H paragraph. The game persisted in a disorganized form until the 19th century, when a number of influential English schools is also there, but let's find it, let's not go to the words, developed their own adaptation. In some, including rugby school, the ball could be touched with the hands or carried. Opponents could be tripled. Opponents, opposition word is also there, school is also there. It was recognized in educational circles, yes, that as a team game, football helped to develop such fine qualities: loyalty, selfness, cooperation, subordination, and deference to the team spirit. A game's cult developed in schools, and some form of football became an obligatory part of curriculum. Okay. So here I am doubting that these all are moral values. Yes, I am sure. So opposition to the role of football. Let's match, because all will think that school is also there, opponents, opposition is also there. But are they talking about the same thing in this paragraph? Opposition to the role of football in schools. No opposition is there. See this. When the game persisted in a disorganized form until 19th century, when a number of influential English schools developed their own adaptation. In some, including rugby, the ball could be touched and all. But opposition to the role of football in schools, nothing is matching with that. And yeah, this I can go. Developing moral values. So these are, and develop is also there, and these are moral values. So here we will just match, yeah, 3rd number. Okay, now paragraph I. Paragraph. In 1863, developments reached a climax at Cambridge University. Cambridge University, an initiative began to establish some uniform standards and rules that would be accepted by everyone. But there were essentially two camps, the minority, rugby, and some others. So here they are trying to get some uniform standards. Standard, see this? I think this attempts to standardize the game. Initiative began to establish some uniform standards. See this? Definitely you will say you are going for word to word. No, just try to read and try to get attempts to standardize the game. An initiative means attempt to begin to establish some uniform standards and rules that would be accepted by everyone, but there were essentially two camps. Okay, minority, rugby, and some wish to continue with their own form, in particular allowing players to carry the ball and all. So this meeting marked the birth of the Football Association. And here also see the schools sent representative to establish a set of fundamental rules. So definitely attempts to standardize the game. So here we will just mark it 8th number. Now what we have left? This we have left, and this also we have done, and this we can cut it because it was not matching with school paragraph. So this also we have left. Now only two are left, and let's read the last option. The dispute concerning kicking and tripping opponents carrying the ball was discussed thoroughly at this subsequent meeting until eventually on 8th December. Let's read it. Now this is full paragraph. On 8th December, the die-hard exponents of rugby style withdrew and marking a final split word was there in one between rugby and football. Within 8 years, Football Association already had 50 members and first football competition, and this it means split between into two sports. So that we can go with it. 6th number. So these are all match the headings. So next question, that is from 8 to 13, and let's read the instructions. Complete each sentence with the correct ending A to I from the box below. So these are the correct endings from A to I, and questions are from 8 to 13. These are the questions. Now these are we have to complete these sentences. Okay, so how we will do it? Of course, for finding the location we will read all these, but before that let's read all the option and let's come up with these keywords. Was seen, let's read it. A number, was seen as something to be encouraged in the young. Involved individual players having different responsibility. Individual players, yes. Was influenced by a game from another country. Okay. Was a cooperative effort by all the players. Cooperative effort somewhere. Distracted people from more important disturbance were there to the people from more important activities. Was played by teams of a fixed size. Was less popular than it later became. Okay. Was often played by one community against another. I think where they were talking about matches between whole villages, conflict, heated arguments and all they were talking. Formed part of a celebration. Now we have we have understood and come out with keywords. Now it will be easier to us find the answers for this. Now let's go to this word. From a paragraph we will try to find. So this word we are looking for in a paragraph because we haven't read A, B, C paragraph. I will be looking for this word only. So this word I can find it here in B paragraph. And now let's read it and then we will try to match. The very earliest form of football for which we have evidence, which was played in China and may date back 3000 years. It was performed in front of the emperor during festivities to mark his birthday. It involved kicking a leather ball and all. So now we have read about two sentences about this. Okay, which was played in China and it was performed in front of emperor during festivities to mark his birthday. It means some ceremony kind of thing it is related. So that was the option. So celebration is there, and let's match it with some other keyword. Individual players responsibility, another country, cooperative, distracted, important activity, fixed size, less popular, community against another, nothing was there. Formed part of a celebration, that definitely will match because they are saying about this first word. This here in B paragraph, see this, they are talking about in front of emperor to mark his birthday and festivities. So with this question we will just mark I number and we will cut it from our list of options. Now second number option is Camry. Okay, let's find this Camry in, I can see it in C paragraph. Let's read it. Another form of game also originating from the Far East was Japanese Camries, which dates from 5th century and is still played today. This is a type of circular football game, a more dignified and ceremonious experience requiring certain skills but not competitive in the way of Chinese game was, nor is the slightest sign of struggle for possession of the ball. The players had to pass the ball to each other in a relatively small space, trying not to let touch the ground. So what they want to say, dates back from 5th century, still played today. This is a type of circular football game. requiring certain skills but not competitive in the way of Chinese game. Okay, let's try to find. Okay, for this we have read in the location. Now let's do something to encourage in the youth is not there. Individual players responsibility, they are not talking. Influenced by a game from another country. So country, so yes, they were dates back from 5th century. This is a type of football game. Dignified ceremonies requiring but not competitive in the way Chinese game was. Okay, was cooperative effort by all the players. Another country is not matching. Was cooperative effort by all the players. Football games are experience requiring certain skills, not competitive in the slightest sign of struggle. Okay, so many things they have just given. It means, yeah, players is also there. The players, yeah, players is also there. Was a cooperative effort by all the players. Means here they are saying, but not competitive. Nor is there the slightest sign of struggle. Also, nothing was there. So it means this is cooperative effort. So that we will select it for D number. Okay, this also we have cut it from list of options. Now third one is this herpetism. I don't know how to. So in next paragraphs, D paragraph. See this. Let's read it. Romans had a much livelier game. Each team member, I got it, had its own specific tactical assignment, took a noisy interest in proceeding and the score. The role of the feet was member was so small as scarcely. Okay, I understood what they are talking. So here they were talking somewhere each player kind of thing. Yes, involved players, individual players having different responsibility. See the individual, each team member had its own specific assignment, took a noisy interest and all. Role of the feet was so small. Okay, so here we will just mark it individual players having different responsibility. So B also gone. So we will just mark it here B. Now 11th. 8th centuries football in the British Isles. Now let's find 8th centuries. So here we have done and 8th century we have already done. Now let's read it. 8th century to 19th, Britain and all was substantially different from all the previous known forms. More disorganized, more violent, more spontaneous, usually played by an indefinite number of players. Frequently the games took the form of a heated contest between whole villages. Yes, I was telling you this. So here we have read everything and let's find it. This also, these three we have gone. Encouraged in the youth. Youth is not there. Influenced by game from another country. This we have distracted people from more important activities. Nothing was there. Was played by a team of fixed size. Was less popular. Became no. Was often played by one community against another. Yes. Heated contest between whole villages. The games took the form of a heated contest between whole villages. Kicking opponents were allowed and all. So violence was there. Disorganized. Many things were there. So we can just select. Was often played by one community. So we can select for this H number. Okay, now next. In the past, the authorities legitimately despised the football and acted on the belief that football. Authorities word let's find in the past. Despise the football and acted on the belief that football. So in the next paragraph, I can see authorities. Tremendous enthusiasm for football. Even though the authorities repeatedly intervened to restrict it as a public nuisance, that we have read, England, Scotland, France all made football punishable by law. Because of the disorder that commonly accompanied it, because the well-loved recreation prevented subjects, means people or players, from practicing more useful military disciplines. None of these efforts had much effect. Okay, so options are, see this that we have found. Now let's match the options with that. Was seen as something to be encouraged in the young. No, young is not there. B, we have done influenced by a game from another country. No, nothing is there. And distracted, yeah, this we can say, distracted people from more important activities, because the well-loved recreation prevented, this recreation means football, prevented subjects, means players or people, from practicing more important useful military disciplines. Distracted people from more important activities, that we can match it with that thing. Now we have left only 3. These 3 options are left. Now and last one is left. When it was accepted in academic settings, football. So that we know it. They were talking this thing in school. Academic talking in school. So the game when it was accepted in academic setting, football. Okay. The game persisted in disorganized until 19th, when a number of influential schools developed their adaptations. This is the location. In some, including the ball could be touched with hands and all. So here it was recognized in educational circles as a team game. Football helped to develop such, means moral values, that we have done in headings. So moral values. Okay. Was seen something to be encouraged in the young. So school, that is school means young people. Okay, but other options we have left. It was played by fixed size, less popular than it becomes. So nothing, they are not talking like that, only we can match it. Was seen as something to be encouraged. So encouraged means these things they want to encourage with the help of football, so that we can select it with A1. Now this is full reading, we have solved it.